At least 6 Myanmar police officers and 2 citizens from the neighboring country have crossed over to India and have taken refuge at Lungkau village of Mizoram's Serchhip district, a top government official has confirmed to NDTV. Out of the 8 Myanmarese nationals who have been sheltered in Serchhip district, 6 are police officials. One has crossed over with his wife and child, the official further added. All of them have crossed over the border on March 3rd since they did not want to obey orders of the military junta to suppress the civil disobedience movement against the military coup in the neighboring country. Presently, they are staying at a community hall at Lungkau village of Serchhip district where they are being provided with food and clean drinking water. They had also undergone COVID test which has come out negative. There are unconfirmed reports of at least a dozen Myanmar civilians taking shelter in a border village in Champhai district of Mizoram, but officials are yet to confirm this development. Mizoram shares a 404-kilometer porous border with Myanmar. The state government has alerted all the border areas on a possible influx of people seeking refuge in the days to come, the official added. The junta overthrew a democratically elected government and detained its leader Aung San Suu Kyi, disputing her party's landslide victory in November last year. The military made unfounded allegations of widespread fraud in elections and has allegedly detained Ms. Aung San Suu Kyi since February 1st. Indian Railways released a notification today which announced a price hike in the platform ticket rates at many railway stations. The ministry has termed this as a temporary measure. A hike in the price of platform ticket is a temporary measure and is a field actively undertaken by a railway administration in the interest of the safety of passengers to prevent overcrowding at stations. Deterring more persons to visit the station, the platform ticket charges are increased from time to time after assessing the ground situation. This is in practice for many years and it is used occasionally as a short-term crowd control measure. There is nothing new about it. Considering the upsurge of COVID in a few states, the Indian Railway is discouraging people from unnecessary crowding at the platforms. Rush at the platforms during the pandemic situation also needs to be regulated. In March 2020, many divisions in railways enhanced the platform ticket price at various stations to avoid overcrowding. Later, this was revoked over a period of time, for example, Central Zone, ECR to name a few, during festivals like Chhath, Diwali or Melas, etc., as well as in different zones, it is often temporarily increased and later on rolled back. Sports Minister Kiren Rijiju today rejected foreign badminton coach Matthias Boy's plea to help Bollywood actress and his girlfriend Tapsim Pannu after the Income Tax Department raided properties linked to her over alleged tax evasion. Rijiju said that everyone must abide by the law of the land and stick to their professional duties instead of commenting on matters which are not his domain. His reaction came after former Danish shuttler Bo, who is currently with Indian badminton players in Switzerland for Swiss Open, on Thursday took to Twitter to seek the sports minister's help for Pannu and her family. Law of the land is supreme and we must abide by that. The subject matter is beyond yours and my domain. We must stick to our professional duties in the best interest of Indian sports, Rijiju tweeted. A passenger on board an Indigo flight announced just before takeoff from Delhi that he was COVID-19 positive, prompting the pilot to return to the parking bay for safety of the passengers, sources have said. The Indigo Flight 6E286 was preparing for takeoff from Pune on Thursday when the man told the cabin crew that he was COVID-19 positive and showed them documents to prove it. The pilot of the Airbus A320neo then radioed the ground controllers about the situation and decided to return, the sources said. An announcement was made by the pilot that passengers on 3 rows of seats from 6 to 8 should get down first and wait in a coach for containment. The COVID-19 positive passenger sat in one of these rows. The seats had to be disinfected and seat covers changed before the flight could take off again.